Okay, so for today, we're going to discuss, of course, about the fundamental components of research, thesis, capstone projects, and feasibility study. So this in introduction, this section provides an overview of the topic, problem statement, objectives, and significance of the study. So it sets the context of the research, identifying gaps in existing literature and explaining the rationale, behind conducting the study. Another, of course, is the literature review. This critical component involves review of the existing literature relevant to the research topic. It helps establish in the theoretical framework, identifies key concepts, theories and methodologies, and informs the research design. Then, of course, we had a research methodology. In this research methodology, this section outlines the approach, methods, and techniques employed to collect and analyze data. It includes details on sampling techniques, data collection instrument, data analysis procedures, and ethical considerations. And of course, we look into data collection, data analysis, finding results, discussion, conclusions, and recommendations with references. So these fundamental components form the backbone of research thesis, capstone projects, and feasibility studies, providing structure and coherence to the scholarly inquiry and facilitating the advancement of knowledge in various fields. And to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our presenter this morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, classmates. Our topic for this meeting is fundamental components of thesis and capstone projects. So next. So ito po. Thesis and capstone project are similar, but they also have wait on. Wait lang, hindi ko po ma-view ng ayos. Pero ito po. Thesis and capstone project are similar, but they also have fundamental differences. The thesis and capstone project are similar in few ways. First, they both supposed to demonstrate that you have learned something and you have ability to learn new things. Second, both the thesis and capstone project should draw on and integrate knowledge that you gain in the courses that you took for degree. So, share ko lang po yung ano ko po dito sa thesis and capstone project. Sa course ko po, meron po kami both nitong thesis and capstone project. So, ang nauna lang is yung capstone project. By the way, yung course ko po is computer po ako nang galing na course. Bachelor Science in Information System. So, dito po yung capstone project namin, parang mini project lang siya ng kung ano yung parang system na ginagawa namin. Then yung thesis, ito na yung parang pinaka-final, yung naging final output namin nung fourth year. So, yun lang po. Halos similar naman sila. Parang yung capstone lang, yung pinaka-practice pa lang namin na hindi pa siya yung madugo yung naging kumpara sa thesis. So, yun po. The main difference between a capstone and a thesis is that a capstone project addresses a specific problem evaluate a solution. So another focus po is generalized beyond a single setting, or it can create or prove or disapprove a hypothesis. So sa capstone naman, relate to how effectively it contributes to carrying out the goals and objectives. So yun po yung papansin nating slight differences lang. Another one should be sa thesis natin is should be analytic, systematically analyze data and develop appropriate inferences based on this analysis. Sa capstone naman is the projects demonstrate by building something which may involve into new methodology, etc. So, back to thesis tayo. It is to become a mini expert by researching the answer to a question and exploring the impact of an assumption. So capstone naman is by building project. So ano lang, share ko lang ng konti. Capstone siya is yung mismong output namin dito is ano siya, pwede mo originality naman tayo. So your work sa kay thesis ulit, your work expect capstone. So just to demonstrate that you can draw together your classroom experience on applied project. Next tayo, write up. Sa KT's detailed document that describes all the work you've done. It demonstrates all the knowledge that you gain and ability to integrate and analyze and draw conclusions. Capstone brief report is required because you're just creating a product, not nearly as rigorous as one done in thesis. Next, abstract naman tayo is mapasin natin itong abstract is hindi natin siya maano, para siyang brief summary ng kabuuang thesis natin. This is a presentation of the thesis or capstone summary. Included in the abstract are the statement of the problem, objectives of the study, methodology, major findings, significance of the study, and conclusion or conclusions. Ito ang tips, mga key features ng abstract. The abstract should not be less than 500 words but not exceed 1,000 words in a manuscript and should be typed single space. So normally the abstract does not include any reference to the literature. Abstract tips in creating abstract. Begin writing the abstract after you have finished writing your paper. So, recommended lang. Ang advice talaga dito is, drop ka lang muna sa abstract for purpose ng pag-submit. Pero yung pinaka-final output talaga is pagkatapos talaga nung mismong research na, kasi dumilalagay yung brief lahat hanggang sa conclusion. Then, second one, pick out the major objectives or hypotheses and conclusions from in your introduction and conclusion sections. Number 3, select key sentences and phrases from your method section. Number 4, identify the major results from your result section. Number 5, now arrange the sentences and phrases selected in steps 2, 3, and 4 into a single paragraph in the following sequence: introduction, method, results, and conclusion. So here, tips in create, number 6 naman niya, is make sure this paragraph does not contain new information that is not present in the paper. So, hindi tayo maglalagay ng invento lang natin dyan. So, ano lang yung mismo nasa natin, yung nang ilalagay natin. Next, undefined abbreviations or group names. So, hindi rin tayo mag-mention naman kung anong abbreviation dyan and kung ano man na hindi related sa related at undefined naman yung mga abbreviation. Next, a discussion of previous literature or reference citations. So, hindi rin tayo magka-copy-paste dyan or hindi rin tayo, lalong-lalo hindi na tayo mag-aasa sa mga AI dyan. Kasi sasablay agad tayo dyan kung hindi naman related dun sa paper natin. So next, unnecessary details about the methods used. So yun, sa method natin, hindi natin kailangan i-mention lahat ng methods na ginamit natin dyan. Kung ano lang yung sinabi doon na ano yun? Introduction, results, yung methods din naman, pero tsaka yung conclusion. Pero not very detailed. Mga ano lang, brief ano lang. Mamaya may papakita akong sample ng abstract. At doon tayo makakuha ng idea kung ano talaga yung madaling yung simple way ng paggawa ng abstract. So number 7, remove all extra information. See step 6. So same lang. And then link your sentences to ensure the information flows well, preferably in the following order. Purpose, basic design. Sa purpose, ito yung purpose of the study. Then basic study design. Methodology and techniques used. Major findings. So, then summary of your interpretations, conclusions, and implications. Ito yung mga bagay na hindi natin dapat gawin sa pag-construct ng abstract. Laying the background or contextual information. So, hindi masyado, maikli lang siya. Sinabi naman dun na at least 500 words up to 1,000 words. Redundant phrases, unnecessary adverbs and adjectives, and repetitive information. So, hindi tayo dyan, hindi tayo describe ng gagamit masyado ng maraming adjectives. Kung ano lang yung information na nasabi doon, yung formula natin is introduction, result, methodology, and conclusion. Yun lang yung magandang, mga importanteng necessary lang, yung relevant sa study lang yung natin. Then, acronyms or abbreviations. So, nasabi na to. References to other literature saying something like, current research shows that studies have indicated. So, hindi tayo parang nanguhula dyan. Dapat kung ano yung sinasabi natin sa abstract, alam natin yung sinasabi natin dun. Hindi tayo kumukuha ng ibang galing sa ibang references. Then, using elliptical ending with ellipsis. So, ito yung parang tuldok-tuldok natin, parang di bitin yung sentence. Then, jargon or terms that may be confusing to the reader. So, mga jargon dyan, possibly, lang natin, if yung mga basic lang muna, hindi masyadong malalim na words like, may maglalagay ako doon ng React.js, mga ganun term. Masyado nang hindi maintindihan ng ibang sumisilip lang sa research mo, kumukuha lang ng idea or insights. Di magigets yung mga ganong word. And then citations to other works. Hence, any sort of image, illustration, figure, or table, or references to them. So, hindi tayo maglalagay ng mga table dyan or image. Based on paragraph lang talaga. Next, sample abstract. Ito. Title is, ito yung pinaka-sample abstract. Relationship of temporal and spatial data of fire incidents as basis for Paris forecasting model data exploration. This research na to is ang research nila is about temporal and spatial data of fire incidents sa Metro Manila to. Kino-correlate nila yung